welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, your empowerment coach, helping you live better, love better, and be better. This video is dedicated to our show, Put a Ring on It, that we love, we watch. First season, but it's a good one. And again, my wife is here with me, having a conversation. Amen. Looking good.
Look good today.
All right. So, again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notifications. Let us know what you're thinking in the comments. We do respond to our comments. We do respond to all of our new subscribers. So we're definitely looking forward to connecting with you. All right?
Yep.
Let's jump into it. All right. So just as a recap, Put a Ring on It. 3 couples, long-term, looking to see, do we stay together?
And get married.
And get married and put a ring on it? Mm-hmm. Or do we go our separate ways?
Yeah. Because they've been living together for a while. So like Vince and Ashley.
Vince and Tamika.
Tamika. Oh God! Why?
Yeah, Vince and Tamika. Don't. Sorry. Tamika gonna come looking for you if you put her
so
man
sorry,
with somebody
Tamika.
else.
I'm so sorry, girl. Keep
Especially
your man.
Ashley. All right.
Okay.
So Vince and Tamika.
Yeah. So they had to finish up the fight from last week
because she was like, "Oh my grandma."
Okay.
Listen.
Don't tell me I didn't see something.
Right.
Don't ever tell a woman you didn't see something.
Yes.
You lying. Hold on. So they're trying to finish. They finished the fight up. Come right on finishing this fight up. But at the end of the day, Dr. Nicole, she's on it. She's like, okay, so what are we going to do now? Are we going to get out of this circle that we keep getting into? Yes. Are we going to forget the past? Are we going to own up for the past? How are we going to move on? Yeah. So, because they need to move on at this time.
Because the fights are all the same thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're different pieces of the same puzzle.
Right.
But again, it's the same puzzles.
It's the same issue about trust.
It's the trust. So
and him not really owning up to it.
Yeah, because let us know, because we were talking, and it's like in all of this, yes, he and I think Tamika even makes the statement that he apologized for getting caught.
Right.
But never really owned up to it.
Right.
Which,
like, sorry you found out.
Yeah, my bad. You found out about that.
I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings.
But I don't know. Let us know in the comments. I don't know that we've seen Vince take ownership for the fact that that she feels this way and that is justified, and that he's not done anything to repair that, because I think that's the key thing.
I think so too, because I was like, while we're watching it, I'm like, well, did he ever say, you know what? You're right.
I did do that.
Yep, I did do that. Yep, I did walk her to the door. On national TV, I don't know. It's like, is it because he's on camera he don't want to say it?
Because
I just can't get why he just can't say, you know what? You're right. Because anytime you always tell me when I'm right, it shuts it down. It's like, I can't.
You're right.
Okay, you're right. I'm like, okay.
Because then there's nothing to argue about.
Right.
I agree with you. You are correct.
With me.
Let's move on.
Preaching to the choir.
Right.
So for him to keep saying, and then to call her a liar, oh no, you took it to another level. But at the end, being said and done, he didn't want to go on any other dates.
She went on the second date, or the third date, I think.
Third date.
But she said that there was chemistry, but it wasn't really like, I think it was like a homie vibe. It was like, you're helping me discover some things about myself type of vibe.
Yes.
It wasn't a, you could be an option vibe.
Compared to Ashley.
Yeah, we'll get to Ashley, because...
That's why I got her name confused, because I started thinking about Ashley's situation.
But yeah, Tamika, first of all, again, shout out, they did find someone that I thought would be a decent connection for her.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of it, I'm more on the fence, or more on the sideline of, I think they're going to stay together, because she is so locked into him, and they are so locked into each other. But I think that she needs to get over that hurt.
Yeah, but I feel like as she's experiencing, and going through the process, she may have discovered that she might need to move on, because like she says, when she's with someone else, she's not carrying the baggage of what that person may have done to her.
Yeah.
But again, you have to realize when you're deciding to love someone, you're also taking the risk that they're going to hurt you.
Yeah.
And how are you going to get over it? At some point, someone you love is going to hurt you again.
Yes.
How are you going to get over that situation if you can't get over or go through, like we talked about, through with this person?
Right.
So I think she's trying to discover things, and it may be without him, you know.
Because the question is, I think, is because in any relationship there is going to be some level of pain.
Right.
There is going to be some level of discomfort. There's going to be some level of
disappointment.
I don't like you. I like you. I don't like you, but I love you.
Right.
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 But the question is, because they've only been together for 2 years, were the wounds too deep too early?
That's a very good point. I mean, and that she allowed that she decided to stay, because to me, after 3 months, I really don't know you, dude. I don't have to stay here.
So yeah, I'd
have been
my psychoanalysis. I would love to dig into Tamika pre-Vince.
Yeah.
What were her relationships like before that? Because I'll be honest, I'm surprised that she has stuck around.
Right.
As
long as she did,
as
after.
hurt as she comes off as.
Yes.
And as much pain as we hear from her.
Yes.
For her to have stuck around again only 2 years.
Yeah.
It's a long time, yes.
It's a long time.
But for this to have happened very early in the relationship is what we're hearing.
Right.
What causes her to feel that this is the one to hold on to?
Right. Yeah.
Just my thoughts.
Yeah, I agree, because to me, if it happens so early in the relationship, I don't have a lot invested, right? So 3 months is not a lot invested.
I broke it up for a lot less.
So I'm like, 3 months? You're really not invested, and he's showing you all this? I was like, you know what? I'm moving on. Have a good life. Now I can see if we were in a year and a half, or we were in a good 2 years,
and there was a mistake, and we can start moving towards, let's heal from that.
Right.
But we're talking according to what we can infer.
What
they're talking is it was at the very beginning, near the beginning of their relationship.
Right. Like, you couldn't even tell me that you were still trying to break it off with your ex.
So yeah. Because you've been breaking it off with your ex for a year and a half.
Thank you.
That's a different thing than I've been breaking it off for 6 weeks.
That's a red flag too.
Right.
If you can't break it off good with your ex, how are you going to be able to be honest with me to tell me where you are? Well, when you figure out that situation,
then come holla.
Holla later.
All right. So Michael and Shay.
Man, I like Michael. I can't fault him. He friend Whitney
for the moment.
Friend-zoned her
for the moment, because I'm still rooting for Michael.
And he talks to Shay about, you know what, your timeline's too aggressive for me.
Yes.
I want to see how you basically he said, I want to see how you interact with my son while we all live together. And can you, with the new arrangement, the new lifestyle, how will you operate with that? How you gonna operate? Because you sound good, girl, but I want to see it.
You just came to this epiphany last week. Because you were telling me I need to go to an Airbnb, so all of a sudden now you all in. No, I need to investigate a little more before I commit myself to you.
Right. And he doesn't. I don't know if he ever says this in front of her, but he says to the camera, maybe after a year, maybe I'll be ready and I can see us as a family.
Right.
That I could, engage. We could be engaged after a year, after I see how this works as a family.
Right.
But she's not seeing it. She's like, where's marriage and all this? Now this is my perspective.
Go ahead.
This is my perspective. It's like, you wait to move in and do all this stuff, and then you want to force someone to marry you. I feel like you have a better chip in saying, you know what? I'm not doing all this extra until we decide that we're going to move forward and be an engaged couple.
Right.
That's just how I operate.
Yeah.
To me, we already moved in. So why can't you wait one more year? Why do you have to be engaged by next summer?
Right.
What's another year?
Right.
What's you're not saying you want kids right away.
Right.
So nothing ticking on you.
Right.
We don't have anything ticking.
We still got a little time.
We got time. You're in your late 20s.
She just turned 28, I think is what we've heard.
Yeah. I'm like, you're in your late 20s. So why do you feel you have to rush? Y'all started living together. The kids was coming around finally. This is your second time around.
My opinion, and again, I'm an amateur psychoanalyst.
Okay.
Amateur, right? Means I have no credentials, no training for it whatsoever. But just in watching this, I think Shay is one of those individuals who the idea of marriage or the idea of the wedding and the marriage is greater than the actuality of what she's experiencing. And I think that she's in a hurry to say that she's married without, in my opinion, taking stock of what all that looks like. Because again, when her and Michael were first together.
Yeah. She was still messing with her ex.
She was still messing with her ex.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there was pressure on him to marry. Right? That's because she's in such a hurry. Because again, they've only been dating technically for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
So again, technically,
it's still early.
It's still early, right? So I'm just curious if what's causing her drive to be married, like it's like her life depends upon it.
Right. Because everyone has their certain time, and a lot of times nowadays, my understanding, and there's a lot of research saying that people are getting married later in life and having kids later in life because they want to do their career. They want to do a lot of other stuff first, which is nothing wrong with that, but I am scared for people who have this image of the wedding and all their focus is on getting married. And they need to be married
by this time and they need to do this by that time.
Because that day goes by so fast. And, the bill still stays after the wedding.
We still didn't look. One of the things we talk about is our groom cake. We never got to taste it. We never got to taste it.
I did. I got to taste it.
Yeah, at the tasting, right?
No, we didn't have a tasting for the groom's cake.
Okay, well, we didn't have a piece. They ate it up quickly. All right. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. All right,
let it go.
I'm letting that go. All right. But yeah, Michael, I still think, just my opinion, his better fit, and I think his ultimate fit, even though he friend zoned, Whitney. I think Whitney's gonna be around.
Okay.
I think Whitney's gonna be at the reunion.
Well, obviously she's gonna be at the reunion,
but I think she's gonna be on a different side of the couch.
We'll see.
All right, and then Hollywood and Ashley.
I feel for Hollywood. I really do.
And Ashley.
I feel for him. I hope he's coming to decision that he's hurting what he loves the most. Yeah. And I feel it's unfortunate for him. He's in so much pain that he's hurting that he doesn't even see it. Yeah. He doesn't see it. Yeah. And I think they make a great fit. They're a cute couple. But if he can't, she was getting ready and they're talking and she's like, I need you to focus on us. And you keep focusing on the dude I'm dating.
The dude's name is Kwame. And Kwame winning right now.
Kwame
winning right now.
And this is the thing. Kwame's just showing up being him. But Hollywood's not showing up and being a new Hollywood. So
he constantly keeps making the same statement. Well, I'm done. I'm out.
Right.
And so again, the pain point for Ashley is we were all set to go, and then you were out for a moment. You were like, maybe this isn't it.
Right.
And then you came back. So now he keeps reopening that whole thing.
Right.
And so she can't even. She basically makes the statement that I can't even enjoy home.
Right.
Because home is so toxic in many respects. Because he's focused on the fact that I'm going on this other date, and they can't focus on themselves. So she's like, look, he's winning right now because I don't feel happy here.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. It's like, okay, you keep saying, it's like we don't bring up the D word in our house. And D word is divorce.
Yes, make sure we understand what the D word is. Divorce. We don't bring up divorce.
We don't bring up divorce in the house. But because we decide not to make that a weapon.
Right.
Because the first time we say it will be the last time we say it.
Because I told her from the beginning, before we got married, I said if she ever presented with me with divorce papers, I'd sign them. Whether or not I agreed with it, whether or not I wanted it. Right. Because if you're at that point. I'm not going to fight you. And because to me, because of how I would want us to be, we would have exhausted all other options before we got there.
Correct. And when you keep saying, I'm out, after a while, it's not a weapon anymore. No. When you beat me over the head. It's a statement of
fact. You
beat me over the head.
You're letting me know what's about to happen.
I'm like, well, then leave then. Because after a while, it doesn't hurt anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You done said it so much, but you're not acting on your threat. It becomes less of a threat. Right. Like, where you going? You ain't going nowhere.
Right. You just going to the store. Give me back.
You're just going to go sit up in this corner and push this little bit away. I'm sorry. So with that being the case, stop saying this because you're trying to do to hurt me, but you're just making me upset and mad.
And in this situation, because there's now an option,
right?
He is pushing her out the door.
Yes,
towards Kwame.
To Kwame, and Kwame saying, "You know what?
Let me get you some pineapple."
Look, Kwame saying, "This is a good woman here." And she needs to be on lockdown. Like, he got combinations in his mind.
Because he's probably saying what a lot of other guys are saying, which is, okay, 9 years. Mm-hmm. She's an attractive woman. Mm-hmm. Seems cool. What have you?
Cool. Got head on good.
Got a head on shoulders. She can do a lot of different things. What have you? Right? Cool.
Yep. Loyal.
I ain't locked it up in 9 years.
Yeah, locked that up in 9 years.
Something not wrong with her. Something wrong with you. And so Kwame is basically like, look, I don't know what his problem is,
but I'd
have locked it down by now.
He said, I would lock it down.
And he goes in for the kiss.
He tries to go in for a kiss.
And she turns, because she's still trying to be respectful to her whole thing. Mm-hmm. But
hey,
he's like, all right, let me try to do it a different way.
Okay, I'm gonna go a different route. Like, I'm letting you know, I am here. I am available. I am single. I am ready. I'm gonna be what you need, baby. Mm-hmm. Just give me what I need. So
he gives her a piece of pineapple, but he puts it in his mouth and passes it with his mouth to her mouth.
Yep. Hey, they kiss.
They kiss.
And she couldn't complain. I'm sorry.
She was not mad.
Sir.
So it's again, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. You know, obviously all three couples, you want to root for them. And all
in different ways, because I'm rooting for Michael with Whitney. I'm sorry.
I feel like if Mike cares for her, I care for her. I'm being that good sister.
I want love. We root for love, but listen, I see the warning signs.
So I root for every couple to be together, but again, relationships takes
effort. Yes,
it takes effort. It just continually takes it. And if you're gonna keep with the work, then I applaud you.
Yeah.
But again, you're not in a sense, you're not in a committed relationship. You don't have any children with these people. And if you're saying this is a deal breaker for you, this is the best time to roll out. I'm just saying.
Yep.
You know? But if you want to keep fighting for it so you get to the point where you're saying, this is the person I want to share a name with.
Right.
And property, if you want to put it that way, then you have that ability to do so.
Yeah.
So I applaud them coming on the show, and we'll see what happens.
And so next episode, it looks like they are starting to come to some decisions.
Yes.
So we'll see how things flow and how things roll.
Yeah.
My predictions. All right. So
okay. Oh, you giving predictions?
My predictions. If next week, if next week is, or next episode is the one that we start to see decisions, I think Tamika and Vince will stay together.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm still saying she's gonna say no. I think she's giving up. And it's hard to tell because she was crying then. I was like, but every time she cries, like, it's heartbreak.
She cries so much. But now here's the thing, because when we watch her on the lives, Tamika was
lit. I
don't know if she got some courage juice or something.
I don't know. She was a different person. She seemed like a different person.
But I think they're gonna. I think that they'll stay together.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay, we'll see. I think Michael and Shay. I think Michael will make a different decision.
Now, are you saying that because we saw the IG live? Or?
I'm saying that because I think that Michael is looking at all of the things and saying, okay, I have feelings for this woman, what have you. However, I was able to have a connection with someone else 5 dates in. And I'm concerned about how aggressive she is towards marriage, but not aggressive towards building a relationship with my son.
That's a good one.
She has a great aggression towards getting married, but she's not aggressive in getting to know his son.
That's good.
So I think that Michael hopefully will come, in my opinion,
okay,
would come to his senses and be like, you know what? this may not be the best thing. And I think Hollywood and Ashley, we might see Ashley try to see life without Hollywood.
Yeah,
because she did make this statement. We forgot to talk about that.
Oh,
she made the statement. In her future, I see myself happy. I see myself, all these things. She's like, but I can't see a face.
Can't see who's gonna make me happy or married to.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll see, because I think that we might see the end of Hollywood and Ashley.
Yeah, I mean, he may have pushed her off the roof.
Yeah. All right. So let us know in the comments what you think. Let us know your thoughts. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and request those notifications so that you know every time we have a new video coming up, we do respond to our comments, and we do want to engage with you, our viewers. All right?
All right.
That's it for this time. Have a great one. Be blessed. We'll see you next time.